Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds. Start. In a phone call with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday, US President Joe Biden said that his government would quickly deploy a number of COVID-19 related supplies to help India battle its current crisis with the pandemic. Stop. The move comes after what many saw as a delay in the US's response to the situation. Stop. After a few days, where the Biden administration seemed to deter, making the point that protecting Americans first was in the world's interest, it appears to have amended its stand in some part due to pressure from US congressmen, business chambers, and academics. Stop. Over the weekend, senior US officials reached out to India and made public comments expressing concern and sympathy for the people affected as India sees over 3 lakh new cases a day and a record number of deaths. Stop. In the short term, what India needs from abroad is twofold: medicines and oxygen management devices, including containers, concentrators, and generators. Stop. It is heartening that more than a dozen countries, including the US, have promised to supply these within a week, and some of those supplies have already begun to arrive. Stop. In addition to the US government's supplies, the US private sector has also mobilized aid for various COVID-19 resources in India. Stop. In the longer term, New Delhi wants Washington to consider a shift in its long held state policies for the duration of the pandemic, which may be a more difficult proposition as it includes setting aside patent rights for pharmaceuticals produced in the US and supporting the India South Africa petition at the World Trade Organization for waiving all TRIPS trade related aspects of intellectual property rights so vacancies can be manufactured generally for the next few years. Stop. The US should consider its assistance to India both in light of their relationship and of the fact that as a key global supplier of pharmaceuticals and vaccines, India's faltering steps in the fight against COVID-19 will impact the world. Stop para. There is no denying that the perceived delay in the US's response to the crisis in India, which is not just a bilateral strategic partner but key to the US's Indo-Pacific strategy as a member of the Quad, has caused some disappointment in South Bloc staff. However, it is unlikely that this will seriously impact the partnership, nor should such matters affect the border relationship. Stop. There is also a kernel of truth in the US's earlier assertion that the American government has a special responsibility to American citizens first, and addressing their COVID-19 needs was also in the world's interests. Stop. Instead of chiding the US for its delay, New Delhi would do well to learn from this prioritization and complete its vaccination program for all Indians, even as it uses all its resources and those received from the US and other countries to rescue the nation from the current ravages of the pandemic. Stop. Thank you.